Hello and welcome to Pro Wrestling Powerhouse TV, episode number 2, where tonight we talk about the Royal Rumble favorite matches, moments, and memories, plus our predictions for Royal Rumble 2013. Hello everybody, this is Jersey Strong J with Pro Wrestling Powerhouse TV, and this is my co-host, TLD.
How you doing, sir?
What's going on tonight, TLD?
I decided to bring out my Bruno Mars hat, which Bruno Mars personally signed on the inside. You can't see it, but he did. No, it's okay. I'm telling you, I'm a very honest guy. But he signed my hat, and everything's all right.
Wait a second. What happened to your finger?
Oh, dude, you're not going to believe this. I was typing on ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com, and I accidentally, when I was ready to hit the enter button, I sliced my finger right on the keyboard. I just couldn't believe it, so I'm really hurt right now. But don't worry, I'll be all right.
TLD is unbelievable.
Just be very sensitive. I survived so many different things. I had a skin disease from the ring, and I was on a wrestling website. Now I have this.
Numerous concussions and numerous losses in the
amazing.
wrestling ring for TLD.
You got to make sure this never happens to you.
Well, tonight, folks, we are going to be talking about the Royal Rumble, our favorite matches, moments, and memories from the show. And we all know that the Royal Rumble 2013 is right around the corner with one of the biggest WWE Championship matches of all time.
Yeah, or championship matches of all time in the Rumble history.
At all, where The Rock will take on CM Punk, who at this point is over 415 days as WWE Champion.
Yes, wow.
I want to know your favorite Royal Rumble match memory. My
favorite, we have a couple different memories we could talk about. The one that first stood out to me as a kid was the 1994 Royal Rumble, the ending of Lex Luger and Bret Hart. Talk about two of the most over guys on the company right now, and that match literally was one of those moments that, to me as a kid, stood out. It was like John Cena and the Batista kind of deal, the same concept.
Right.
So I thought this was a great way. Both men landed at the same time. It was a great way to lead to WrestleMania. It made you think, like, who's going to be the champion? You got three guys. First time in history that ever happened.
Even in 1994, I remember questioning that.
Right.
You just didn't know how it was going to play out at WrestleMania 10. I believe it was the second year only where they gave the title shot to the winner of the Royal Rumble.
Yep.
So you really didn't know who was going to get the shot, and there was no triple threat match back then.
Nope.
Those didn't even exist. That was out of the question. But what they did with having, Bret Hart wrestled Owen Hart, then you had Lex Luger versus Yokozuna for the belt, and Bret Hart fought the winner. Everybody wanted to see Bret versus Luger.
Two special referees, by the way.
Yes, everybody wanted to see Bret versus Luger, and we never did get to see that match.
No, no, that was unfortunate. What about you? You got some moments?
However, my favorite Royal Rumble moment, Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior in 1990, the Showdown of Showdown. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget the stare down between the two. Mm-hmm. It truly started the road to WrestleMania back then, and led to one of the biggest title matches of all time with Hulk Hogan and the Warrior.
Absolutely.
Once again, it was the
unstoppable force
against the immovable object. Yes, it was.
And he watched it.
It was the exact definition of that, and it was a fantastic moment in Royal Rumble history.
Absolutely, I agree with that. Another one of mine, since I know you're done, right?
Go for it, yeah.
Okay, thank you. So I would say one of my other ones was 1995 when the British Bulldog and Shawn Michaels were the first two and the last two in the ring. But that, to me, I thought was a great moment because it showed two guys that, were honestly, the only other person I could have thought that would have won that was Owen Hart. But other than that, the right guy won, and the way the ending went, I thought it was really great. Something new, again. This is when they started really doing some really good ideas in the Rumble. And
it came out of nowhere, too. Nobody really thought Shawn Michaels was going to win that Rumble, especially entering number 1. And he actually almost got eliminated. That's when he was hanging over the top rope.
And he had 1 foot touch on the floor.
Yeah, 1 foot touch.
The Bulldogs music played, and then Shawn comes back and knocks him out. Good camera work to make you think the Bulldog won. I don't think they did. They didn't even ring the bell. They just played his music, and then he got eliminated. And Bulldog never recovered for a while, but, it was really a great moment.
Exactly. And one more big one was when John Cena returned in 2008.
At the Garden.
Now, this was in basically the apex of John Cena's hate I mean, the fans couldn't stand John Cena anywhere across the country. Everybody hated his guts. But when he came out in Madison Square Garden, what happened? The roof blew off the place.
Because no one saw that coming.
Nobody saw it coming. There was no internet rumors.
Nope.
Nobody had any idea he'd be coming back. He came out number 30.
I couldn't believe that.
I wish I would have went to that show. I didn't go.
Yeah, we were both there.
You know?
None of us went to a Rumble. I mean, personally, one of my favorites is going to be the 40-man Rumble at Boston. I thought that was just a fun Rumble. It was my first one. I'd never been to a Royal Rumble, and I had a great time that night. And just the idea of Santino Marella possibly winning the Rumble at the end, and he came back in, almost won the Rumble. It was a really funny moment. I thought, imagine if that happened.
A quick question I want to ask you, TLD, and let's get your analysis on this. The Royal Rumble match has been highly criticized as not really meaning a lot anymore in terms of where your spot is on the card. The winner of the Royal Rumble match hasn't been in a title match in quite a few years. You know, you just mentioned Alberto Del Rio. When he won it, he was the opener on the card for crying out loud. Last year when Sheamus won it, opener on the card. Do you think the Royal Rumble has lost its prestige?
Remember, the idea of the Royal Rumble is that you get a championship opportunity at the Rumble. Now, they do say main event, which I think they should stop saying. If they said championship opportunity, that's the guarantee. Like Money in the Bank is a guarantee shot. You know, you're going to be on the championship match at WrestleMania. You know, who would not want to be on? I don't care if I was first or last. If I get a championship match at WrestleMania, I get one of those really cool plaques with the ring on it. How could you not want to have that? You get a T-shirt with your name on it saying World Champion. How could you not want to be in that spotlight? No matter you're number 1, number 2, but it really, to me, doesn't matter. It may matter, but remember, the WWE Championship is the most important championship belt, not the World Heavyweight title. There's a reason for that.
Well, maybe they should just make it for the WWE Championship then, because giving the opportunity for any belt,
they let them make a choice.
You know, they let them make the choice.
Remember, that's the other problem too. The wrestlers make the choice.
But it's been for the World Heavyweight title the last couple of years. And the Royal Rumble winner has taken kind of a step back in prestige, in my opinion. I mean, Sheamus, they had an 18-second debacle of a match that I couldn't stand. It ended up being good in retrospect.
Yes.
That's all that came out of it. That's all that came out of it at all. We got a long, boring run with the title from Sheamus. But I digress. I think this year it's going to change. I think the winner of the Royal Rumble will be going for the WWE Championship, but we'll have our predictions for you later tonight on that.
Is that a setup?
That's definitely. But right now, we're going to take you to a little clip from Pro Wrestling Powerhouse Radio.
What's it like to wrestle in the United States?
We've been asked this a lot, so we think a lot about it because it is kind of a tricky one to answer, because really you get different fans, and wrestling at different places is different at every promotion. So it's not necessarily just United States and UK. It's every show you go to, there's always different fans who want to see different styles of wrestling, or who have grown to see different people and what their kind of wrestling, I guess, just how they wrestle their different styles. So the fans are different everywhere. But we very much feel at home in America. We very much enjoy the wrestling kind of we've been doing over there. But I don't think it kind of adapted. Everywhere you go, I guess, Holly's trying to say, you just adapt to it. So I think, because everybody wants to see something different, if you've got a show full of kids, the wrestling might be slightly different to a show full of older fans. But yeah, as far as England, and I don't know. I guess people do kind of look at the English style as it is quite mat-based compared to America, and there's been things that we've been able to teach people over there, and there's things that they kind of look at you and go, oh, that's really cool, I didn't know how to do that. So as far as that kind of stuff goes, I guess there's always something new you can learn from everybody. And I think as far as WWE and TNA go, America just very much have it down for the larger-than-life, light, glamour, and all that kind of thing. It's the entertainment value. People want to watch those shows. And I think maybe, England and British wrestling will get there eventually, but it's just taken a little bit longer for us to get that kind of following as far as the TV, the lights, and all the, I guess, glamorous side of it, really.
That was a clip from an interview on Oh You Didn't Know Radio, a special edition with the Blossom Twins, stars of TNA's British Boot Camp. And wow, what an interview that was, Will. We got recognized all over the internet.
They sound very cute, by the way, too.
They are cute.
They are cute.
All kinds
I'm actually on the website right now on my awesome Pro Wrestling Powerhouse, actually. And actually, it's pretty funny because you don't have one of these.
I do not have an iPad, but at least mine, if I had one, wouldn't be pink.
See, it's on. Okay, first off, pink is awesome. All right, just like The Miz and just like TLD.
Whose iPad is it really?
And
Whose iPad
TLD's
is it really?
finger.
Whose iPad is it really, TLD?
What?
Whose iPad is it really, TLD?
It's Apple's.
Oh, I got you. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. It's Apple's iPad.
But yeah, definitely go to ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com where you can access every single radio show we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com is the place to be. We've interviewed the Blossom Twins. We've had Kevin Matthews, Rhett Titus, and we are going to have Mike Bennett.
Ow.
Ooh, watch that finger.
Sorry.
The prodigy Mike Bennett will be on the show shortly.
That.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But let's get back into Royal Rumble talk, Will.
Absolutely.
We got a lot to cover.
Absolutely.
I want to know your favorite championship match, because we all know championship matches are known for taking place at WrestleMania. There haven't been a ton of title changes at the Royal Rumble in its history.
Mm-hmm.
But what is your favorite Royal Rumble championship match?
Okay, so one of the first ones that I watched as a kid growing up was when the Mountie versus Roddy Piper. I know it's a weird match to bring up, but the reason why is it's Roddy Piper's only championship title ever. And the fact that he was going to go into the Rumble as the Intercontinental Champion, he could have walked out with 2 belts in the same night. No one's done that since the Warrior. So it was really great. I thought the fact that he won, beat the Mountie, because the Mountie always gets his man, right? That's what I always said, right? So, but Roddy Piper got his number when he put him in the sleeper hold, put him down, and Roddy Piper won the Intercontinental title.
My top match in Royal Rumble history, as far as championship matches go, Triple H defending against Cactus Jack at Royal Rumble 2000. Madison Square Garden, what a story going into this match. You know, Triple H had beaten down Mick Foley. It was brutal. It was bloody.
He took right in the thumbtacks.
Yeah, pedigree into the thumbtacks was your finish. And that whole building really wanted Mick Foley to win that match. And by the way, congratulations to Mick Foley.
Yes.
For being the first nominee
The first one
into the Hall of Fame this coming year at WrestleMania. Congratulations, Mick.
Yes,
Madison Square Garden.
we're gonna be
deserve
there. Are you going?
I'm going. I'm going to be there.
Yes,
we're going to be there. We're going to be at the
Hall
Hall of
Fame.
Fame.
Be there. See us.
Maybe we'll bring a camera, do some interviews. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? I'll be dressed to the nines. That's all I know.
Oh, I cannot wait to wear my best.
I'm wearing a suit.
Oh my goodness, really?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going all out for this one. Madison Square Garden, baby.
Oh my goodness.
Let's hear another championship match. One of your favorites.
Another one of my favorite ones will be in 1995. Bret Hart versus Diesel for the WWF Championship.
They could actually say that now.
Oh,
they can say that now.
WWF Championship match.
There you go.
Great contest between the two of them. They really took up a lot. They gave them a lot of time in that match. It was a long match, and we had a lot of interferences, so we never got a definitive answer on the finish. It kind of just went over. All the heels that they were all having problems with all came out and attacked them.
Right.
It was a great way to finish it. They hugged it out, and it would set them up for a Survivor Series later on that year. But a great match between the two of them. It was the highlight of 95.
Oh, absolutely. Opinion. I'd go on record of saying that was the best match in Kevin Nash's career. Mm-hmm. Last one, and I hate to mention it, folks. If you know me, you know my feelings on this individual. But I got to give credit where credit's due. In 2003, Kurt Angle went into the Royal Rumble as WWE champion, and walked out WWE champion in a classic match against Chris Benoit.
Yeah.
Now, this match set the tone for what was going on at the time in 2002, 2003.
Team Angle there.
WWE had brought back kind of a classic wrestling feel. It was hard-hitting. Without ECW around, without WCW around, they were bringing everything to the forefront that every kind of fan wanted. Right. And these two had a great technical match, lots of submission attempts, back-and-forth action between the two. And it was fantastic. And it was the night that really got Chris Benoit over and on the map. I think that really led to his eventual run with the
he didn't have too much. That year he didn't really get too much to do. I mean, mainly he was in a tag match, after that great contest. But he did steamroll the next year.
Right.
But, that to me was a pretty amazing match. I'll never forget that match.
But right now, we're going to take you to another clip from Pro Wrestling Powerhouse Radio, which you can listen to every single Tuesday
and other nights.
Night and Wednesday night and Thursday evening.
And
we've got 3 shows
recaps.
now.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Another clip.
Which you're going to do for the Rumble, by the way.
Yes, we will. We will have a post-game show for the Royal Rumble. Another clip from PWP Radio coming up right now.
You look at John Cena, you look at The Rock. These guys are their Hulk Hogan, the Rocks, the Stone Colds of their era. CM Punk is not at that level of them. And you have to admit that he's not. You know, people. I mean, he went to Madison Square Garden last year, and they couldn't even let him in the building. I mean, if that's the case, you know, that's a pretty bad thing. CM Punk's got to stand out. You need something. He's missing something because, you know, regular people on the street don't know who he is, and he needs to get that recognition going. Where John Cena and The Rock, they have that recognition, and, you know, that's what they need to do, and they got to really build CM Punk up as character, and he's got to get to that Roddy Piper status, like, at WrestleMania 1. That's what they got to get him up to. That's going to be tough.
A lot of it is just being a product of today's wrestling environment, I think, because there's not as many eyes on the product to really... If there was more fans watching CM Punk in this historic title reign, I think that more people would be into him and he'd have more mainstream notoriety. But at this point, I think he's doing pretty damn good. I mean, if he hits that 500-day mark and has a huge match at WrestleMania, that might elevate him.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to Pro Wrestling Powerhouse TV live. Well, no, live right now on camera.
Right now.
But we are live on camera on YouTube. We are YouTube stars. That's right. Me and Jay here at Jersey Strong Jay. That's how we call it, TLD. And make sure you go check us out on iTunes. We have a lot of our shows right on iTunes. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, with a finger that works. But you can do that right here on your iPad. You can do it on your iPhone. You can put it on your computer. You get every episode, every interview that we do, every episode that we've ever done, every pay-per-view recap that we do. Tune in every time and hear us talk about pro wrestling right here at ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com.
Absolutely.
Yes. Now, before we get to, I know the next thing you're going to be talking about is 2013.
That's right.
I have some ideas for you. But not only you, but for the Pro Wrestling Powerhouse universe. That's right. So, the concept is the Royal Rumble. Pro wrestling in general. It's very hard to bet or do a pool on pro wrestling.
It's really pointless because it's predetermined,
right.
And you never know if you're doing it online, especially. You don't know who you're betting with.
Right.
I mean, John Laurinaitis could be betting with you for a
right. That's right. People power, baby. So this is a concept that I didn't come up with, by the way. This is someone I know that did this concept, and I thought, you know what? This is a great idea. Why don't we share that with you so that when you're running your own Royal Rumble party, why not? Throw some little money on the line.
Spice it up a little bit.
Spice it up
I'm not condoning gambling.
That's right.
This is just an idea, folks.
This is an idea. So remember, I can't get sued for any gambling or police raid your house. It ain't my fault.
Correct.
So this is going to be a Royal Rumble pool, and here's how it works. 30 numbers in a hat, or you pick 30 any numbers at random. Each person in your pool bets on a certain amount of numbers depending on how many are in your party. And whoever comes out, that's who you have as your number. So if number 15 is Santino Marella, then you're probably not going to win. So there are 3 cash prizes for the winners. First place is obviously the winner of the Royal Rumble. They will receive 50% of the pool. Okay, so you win half of that money. Whoever.
Not bad.
That's
not
pretty
bad.
good,
I like
right?
It. I like
now, second place is the most time in the Royal Rumble.
And that is great. That is awesome.
And that is 35% of the winnings of the pool. Third place is the most eliminations in the Rumble, and they win 15% of the pool. This is up to you at this point what you want to do, but you can win multiple places for one wrestler if they want. So if The Miz goes in, survives the whole way through, eliminates the most people, he can win all 3 of the categories if he wants. However, you can change that rule by allowing only one wrestler to get it. So these are some ideas you can throw in there. You can put any number. You can put 25 cents, $100, whatever you want to do per wrestler, and that's how you do it.
Great idea, TLD. See, we're providing an experience for you wrestling fans out there.
Try it out. It works.
Spice it up a little bit.
I don't win, but
have some fun with your Royal Rumble experience.
Yes.
That's what we do every single year.
That's right.
And this year, Royal Rumble 2013, and what a show it's going to be, first of all. There's not a lot of matches signed officially at this point. All we have is the WWE Championship match and the Royal Rumble match as of this taping, correct?
Oh, it's live, though.
But it is live. But I want to know, TLD, out of the 30 participants, we only know a few of them for sure at this point, including 3MB.
Yes.
Who is your prediction for winning the 2013 Royal Rumble?
Heath Slater will win the Royal Rumble and
Let's get serious.
All right.
Let's get serious.
So, if you listen to the radio show on ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com,
which you should
watch or listen because you don't watch audio.
Right. Every Tuesday.
Yeah. So I'm going with Ryback. I really strongly feel Ryback will win the Royal Rumble. I think he is a pretty safe bet. There is a lot of safe bets this year on who could win, but I definitely see that happening. I think Ryback, to get his momentum going, will need this victory after a tough loss on the TLC match, which, again, he was screwed out of. But I think it's a great match for him to win and go on to face whoever he wants. If he wants to face CM Punk or The Rock, he could. Or he could face Alberto Del Rio or Big Show as of right now.
Not only that, but Ryback has been not buried, but he's been getting his butt whooped by the Shield on a weekly basis. And this could be his ultimate revenge on that group. Mm-hmm. And my prediction is also Ryback to win it. And not only do I think it's going to win it, but if you're playing the game that Will has in mind and you got Ryback, I think it's going to eliminate the most wrestlers in the Rumble.
Could win.
But my prediction is this. He is going to eliminate the most wrestlers in Royal Rumble history.
Not if Kane has saying
He is going to beat Kane's record of 11. He's going to eliminate 12 guys.
He's going to be there a long time then.
I know he does, but he can eliminate them in bunches.
Right.
Like, he can come in
and he's all going out in one shot.
The guy is in fantastic physical condition. I think the WWE machine is behind him.
Absolutely.
Full force. He proved what he can do.
They're not behind Trent Barrera.
Trent Barrera, yeah.
Ow.
Future endeavored. So, watch that finger.
Yeah.
But the WWE machine is behind Ryback, and they believe in him. 2 TLC matches he's had, and in both he's delivered big time.
Yeah, they both were great.
The stage is set, folks. The stage is set for Ryback to win the Royal Rumble and go on to WrestleMania to challenge for what I predict, the World Heavyweight Championship.
If you had to pick someone else, who would you pick? Who would be the other guy?
Wow, that's a tough one this year especially, but I'd go with Randy Orton.
Really?
I'd have to go with Randy Orton. I think there's a heel turn on the horizon. I think he's kind of been laying low lately. The entire year 2012 was a low year for Orton. Mm-hmm. He got suspended. The WWE loves him to death. They would do anything in their power to make him a star and to push him up the card. And if it takes winning the Royal Rumble to do that, then I think Orton could be the guy. You got another pick?
Yeah, I would say John Cena is going to be one of the top guys. I mean, he is one of the top billings on WrestleMania. To get his mojo going, they keep bringing up how bad 2012 is, and that's how you get the bang going in 2013 by having him win the Royal Rumble. Go for that championship, because now he's talking about, I want to be the champion again, and he'll do anything to get Dolph Ziggler out of that Rumble.
Right.
So I do see John Cena being the second guy if it's not Ryback. I think we need a face win this year.
And if John Cena does win, he could go one-on-one with the winner of the WWE Championship match at Royal Rumble 2013.
It's not like he will.
Yeah, absolutely. But right now, I want your prediction, TLD. Mm-hmm. Who is winning between CM Punk and The Rock?
I'm going to go with CM Punk. Although it does look like The Rock's going to win. All the rumor sites are like, it looks like The Rock's going to win. You don't know. You work for WWE? Do you know what's going on?
I don't even think
Where
The
are
Rock...
your sources from?
I don't think The Rock knows if he's going to win.
I don't even know. I mean, I'm so confused by all these stupid people. I can't wear my hat anymore. But I think CM Punk will win it. I think he deserves to win it, and he needs to be the heel. Always good when a heel goes into WrestleMania as a champion and doesn't walk out as a champion. It's always good to build that program up. And honestly, you could do a John Cena program. You can do a Rock Cena program. They both will work. It doesn't matter how many times you've seen John Cena versus CM Punk, but every time they fight, we always watch. And the only reason why I don't think that's going to happen is because we just saw that match, I think, again, CM Punk and John Cena not that long ago on Raw, I believe it was.
Yeah, right.
So I think we're not going to see that, but that's where I think they would go.
Well, again, we agree on this. I feel like CM Punk is going to win. And I think that the reason he's going to win, and he's going to win at the Royal Rumble, he's going to win at the Elimination Chamber, he's going to walk into WrestleMania as a champion, is because when he gets to WrestleMania, he will be far and above 500 days as WWE champion. Right. And I really think they want to capitalize.
Is he on the 500th day at WrestleMania?
It's not the 500th day.
Oh, you were wrong, because that's what you said on the radio.
It's not the 500th day. I said he's going to be beyond 500.
Oh, okay.
He's going to make it to 500 and beyond. He will make it beyond there, and on the road to WrestleMania, they'll have a big celebration for him. Mm-hmm. They'll have a big show surrounding his legendary title run and all this stuff. And I think that he is the guy to really break records. But I think he loses at WrestleMania, honestly. If you're going to take this legendary title reign away from him, it has to be done on a big show like WrestleMania.
Also,
that's my pick.
I like
CM Punk, your winner. at Royal Rumble 2013 in the WWE Championship match.
Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm going through this whole website. Keep going. You have a lot of advertising on it.
ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com. Yeah, we've got plenty of stuff. There are brand new articles all over the site. I've got new writers. We've got a lot of new content in general, radio shows each and every week. Definitely check us out on ProWrestlingPowerhouse.com. Check us out on Facebook. Facebook.com/Pro Wrestling Powerhouse. We're way over 700 likes. We're far and beyond where I thought we would be at this point, and that is awesome. It's a testament to you, the PWP fans. Check us out on Twitter.
Yep.
Twitter.com/PW Powerhouse. Also, visit our Amazon store.
Yes.
Where you can purchase and support the show. Hell, purchase
a
whatever
donation.
you
it's
want.
A little donation. A
Yeah.
little bit.
You can buy whatever you want for yourself, and you help support us to pay for our bills. And that's what matters.
And my finger bill, because I do need help. So please
we need to pay
support
for
me.
his fingers.
Yes, I got to get back in the ring. And also, my website, tldwrestling.com, but also brookwood4.com, because all of the shows that I do now are live right there online. We do webisodes. Check it out at brookwood4.com. You can check out all the great wrestling that we do there. And maybe you can just, visit it.
Yeah, get involved. Visit them on Facebook.
It's free.
Yeah. Check out TLD on Twitter at TLD Wrestling.
That's right.
Correct? But hey, for TLD, I'm Jersey Strong Jay. Thank you for joining us for Pro Wrestling Powerhouse TV episode number 2. We appreciate it. Take care and keep it real.